Hello, it's Dominique, and I just made a paperback and paperback album using paper bags, of course. But these are quality, like the ones, the craft ones that you buy for crafting, not the ones for lunch bags because those are really thin. And I never wanted to make a paperback album because I always thought that paper bags are so thin. And I really like working with thick cardstock. I always use heavyweight cardstock, Paper Studio, because I like the thickness. I like the pages that go flap, 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 not like soft pages. And here, what's the point of using a paper bag? So I thought maybe I would do one, just the one. This is the only one I'm going to make. And but I'm using paper that are better quality. And I like the fact that they have features like they have a pocket here. You can have a pocket here if you cut these here. And then there's this here accordion that's interesting. So I thought I would make a page with these bags where we use a lot of the features of a paper bag. So that was the only reason. And I said to myself, I'm going to cover everything with heavyweight cardstock anyway, so we won't feel the paper that is thin underneath. So I want to show you what I made. I had Happy Mail recently from Annie. And she sent me those stickers. She sent me nice paper that you're going to see throughout. And when I saw those papers, I just thought of making something like it. It reminded me of candy. You'll see the other papers, I'll show you. And I said I'm going to make something like sweets. So I used some papers from DCWV's Unicorns and Rainbows because they have ice cream cones, they have candy sprinkle, they have donuts and all those things, and all the stripes, and a little bit of flower, a little bit of rainbow, and a little bit of unicorn, but mostly like candy color paper and candy theme. So here I use chipboard to make my my cover, and here I use some fur fabric for the spine. I put a piece of ribbon that has a little silver foil trim in it, and then I added those little butterflies, little butterfly trim that has the same silver. It's pinky silver, kind of. And I added this that I got at Joanne when they were closing down in my town, which I was really unhappy. But I got those like 2 for 25 cents, so that was a good deal. This is the back. I left it plain. They could put a little message for, if it's for, probably for a little girl, that's what I would think. So this paper and this here was from Annie. And here I made a shaker. And I used one of the cards from Unicorn and Rainbows from DCWV. See, they're all moving. Use some nice ribbon here. So I'm going to show you inside. So all the pages are the same. And they're all made with paper bag, of course. And also, as you can see, I have 5 pages. And I used a new binding system. It's called the Imperial. That's in French. I'm just translating now. Imperial U-Flex binding system. That's the name that I created. The name that I gave to that system because I created it. So I kind of use the U. You know, the stack the deck with the U-shape pages. You have a small one and then a bigger one and then a bigger one. But what I did is I added a little extra fold, like a 1/4 inch fold, so that it would stick inside the page. So you have this little gusset that makes the pages bend like this, fold. And also, as you can see, I have an odd number, 5 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually when you use the stack the deck, you have an even number of pages. So I have a special way to make it. But if you want to see it, it's called, well, I'll tell you in French if you want to see it, but it's in French, as I tell you. So just do a search on my channel, and it's called the U-Flex Imperial. Impair, like this is odd in French. It's like odd number, impair, hyphen, yal. So anyways, you can. I'll put the link underneath. So here I made only a pocket on this on the both covers because I had not made enough spine here, but that was not, the point was not to make any interaction in the covers, just a pocket, so they can put a couple things in there. There's room for a few photos in there. So the way it works, so here you have a flap that's attached to the bottom of the paper bag. As you can see, this is my paper bag right here. So it's attached here. Here you have this fold, that's the paper folded, and then I covered it with paper, with pattern paper. Have this little flap here that's attached to underneath or inside this part here of the bag, and there's a card at the bottom of the bag, and inside here you have two pockets. And I always think that people put just the one card in there, but there's like two pockets in there. This one doesn't open because it's folded inside here, but still there's room for at least two cards. So I put two cards in every page, every bag. And then if we turn it here, so I added a, oh yeah, so this is the bag. Okay, here I have a little something I need to fix. Just add a little bit of glue here. Maybe not, just got on the side here. So that's another flap that I added to the back of the bag, and it's attached inside here because I cut this. So this flap here and this one here are attached inside here because I cut a little strip of paper, and it's just inside there. And this opens like this and like this. So I thought it would be interesting to have so much room for photos. Also here, because I glued it down here, so it added a tuck spot here. So as you can see, it's all the same with the card inside here, card in the pocket, and then I have the two cards here inside, right here, and then you have this extra flap right here. So it goes on like this all the way. And the paper that I got from Annie was this one. This one really inspired me into making something like candy theme album for a little girl. So that's why I used, this is all the paper that she provided me. This one too, and she had also this one here. It's textured. This one, the stars as well. And then that's it. So it goes on like that all the way. And this one here. This is one of them too. And here. And as you can see, you hear that? It's solid. Well, these are the flaps, but still the bag is solid as well. Everything is matted with solid cardstock. And then matted again with other cardstock, except for this space here, I left white. And here I used, I don't know if you know about the ruler shutters. If you're in Canada, you can order it on Amazon.fr, but in the States, they're just working on getting it to be able to be delivered to US. So Amazon.fr is not yet authorizing the delivery to US, but they're working on that. So let me know if you want to have it, because the inventor, I'm writing to him, we're talking together, so he wants to know if people in the US would like to have it. So if you want to have it, let me know, and then I'll tell him maybe he'll rush more the fact that he wants to have it deliverable to the States. So it's only in France and Canada, maybe other countries in Europe, probably. Two cards right here. And as you can see, I could do all those dotted lines. And the thing is that, I've already talked about this one if you've seen the video. Ruler shutters, it's a ruler that has shutters in the back. It's acetate, it's really fragile, you have to be careful. And you have different patterns, as you can see here. Dotted, and it's dot and line. This is all dots. And then you can have the different patterns here. You have longer patterns here. So I didn't want to do all the plain paper with that because it's a lot of work. But I had made just these, and then I said, I think I better do all of them. So I worked hard, but it's worth it. It has to be nice and even, you know, you have to be careful to do a good job on that. So that's why, and then you have journal spot here, and then another pocket here. So that, I thought it was interesting, because the thing is that the whole paper bag is used, everything is reinforced, that's the thing, except for this here, which doesn't have too much strength. Pulling on it, whatever, it's just like a slot for the cards, so it's not a big deal. So I thought it would be a good idea, but that's the only way that I wanted to make paperback album. I didn't want to make just like what I've seen, like just glued them together and then you have a flap, and at least if you could have a pocket between the two would be interesting, but anyways, or just having a pocket like this and just turning the page. I wanted to do something interesting, add flaps and make it all reinforced so that it's not fragile as a paper bag. So there you go. Tell me if you liked it, and then you can comment too if you have any questions. I'm not doing tutorials in English, as you know, so if you want to do it and you're just looking at it and you have some questions, don't hesitate and ask me, and I can help you translate a few things. You can watch the French video. You'll see it's very easy. It's very easy to see how it's made. So you don't have to have the English version. You can see how I make it. So I'm sure you're going to be able to make it. So thank you for watching. Until next time, happy scrapping. Bye-bye.